PlayStation.
Twins and two in the bag. You want the fame, but you wouldn't last. The difference between me and you is you trash. I'm really 100, you're doing too bad. 100. Look, if I'm at a 10, then you like a 2. If you was...
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. A moment now to check out some numbers for Jalen Brunson.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. And for New York, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the small forward spot. So Clark, when you look at the MVP voting over the last few years, it has been dominated by the big men, especially 7-footers.
Yeah, pretty unique, right? For years, 7-footers didn't get much MVP love, and this stuff is somewhat cyclical, as you know, Kevin. Big shifts happen, like the talk of getting rid of conferences because the West was too strong once upon a time. That conversation and narrative flipped too, so I think, again, cyclical stuff happens in this league.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. And so here is Houston. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Green. Şengün with the screen for Green. Over Hart. Shots good by Green. Green's got 5 points so far.
The young fella making shots. Green scoring it well considering how little experience in the league he has.
Here's Brunson, and he drives in. It's rebounded by Houston.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from 3 over his career. That's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes, leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Van Vliet outside. Bobbed up there for Green. Kept alive. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Oh, unselfish play from Bridges, continuing to grow as a leader with plays like that.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Şengün with a screen on Brunson. No one covers.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Hart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Green. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
Both good from the line that time. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Just 5 on the clock. Şengün inside. Akporti grabs the rebound. New York trailing. Here's Brunson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Now, here's Şengün. Defense right on him. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. How his last 10 games have gone. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. In second, the Rockets.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
The Knicks with the lead. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now, here's Green. He had 15 points last outing. It's deflected. McBride with the ball. Anunoby passes to Shamet. Here's Kolek. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Akporti. Count that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Lakers. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Şengün with the ball. Back to Thompson. Off the run.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Anunoby passes to McBride. Connects from three-point range.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Here's Şengün. Back to Green. Thompson outside to the paint. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Excellent in the screen and roll. Şengün with a wide base and natural strength, and he makes excellent decisions with the ball.
Here's Kolek, still without a basket. Pass to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Had the space there, but it's offline.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, here's Şengün, hoping to put that miserable performance against Brooklyn behind him tonight. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You can't play off of Van Vliet too much because he'll burn you off the catch and shoot.
There's a minute 47 left here in the first quarter. To the inside, Akporti, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. crowd pleasing already.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker. I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Achua, he's checked in for Anunoby. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tari Eason's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Thompson. Grayson Allen's checked in for Green. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Now here's Allen. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Şengün. Crafty move. The Knicks pull it in. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
So it's the Rockets now, following the score by New York. A marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
That's what Brooks likes, power hoops.
Pass to McBride. Here's Kolek. Achua in the corner. The three. Kolek, no good. Rockets trail by 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Eason. And here is Brooks. Takes a 3. Shot by Eason, no good. Here's Kolek, guarded by Holiday.
Houston foul. Aaron Holiday. First personal foul.
For New York, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line, 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. 9 seconds left in the first. Now here's Green. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the last second attempt there. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's the Knicks up by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
The Knicks leading by 4. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Whitmore is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Allen. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Green in at the point guard. Now here's Green. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Green kicks to Brooks. No good on the triple.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
Here's Brunson. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
and he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Brooks outside. Anunoby comes with the double team. Here's Green.
Some hard-nosed defense from Brunson. He will just stay connected defensively.
Stolen by Brunson. Pass to Towns. Up again, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle with their offensive end.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Towns, the pass to Brunson. Towns, the screen. Inside, and stolen by Eason. Here's Brooks. Lays it up off the glass. Brooks has got 4 this quarter.
A slight bump on that play. Brooks just kind of shrugs it off.
Here's Brunson. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Here's Allen, following the score by New York. Whitmore finds Green. Back to Whitmore. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
What a fighter. Whitmore was determined to get that to go.
For the Rockets, Jabari Smith comes in for Brooks, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Grayson Allen. And Whitmore, no good on that one. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They lead by 4. Now VanVleet, he's got 5. Green bounce pass. From downtown, there it is, his 3rd basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
Here's Hart. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And New York making a change here. Payne's checked in. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Houston. Rockets trail by 4. Now a timeout called by Houston. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
The Knicks making a switch here. Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. Number 1, the Knicks.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Here's Smith. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. Green, no luck. Here's Payne. Nice D from Brooks. Rockets trail by 4. And here's VanVleet from the arc. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
VanVleet has a quick trigger at the arc. He's not one to hesitate, not when he's got a shot like that.
VanVleet against Brunson. Pass to to Sims, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Outside, Green. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Brooks. Rockets trail by 3. And here is Green. He's got 8. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Şengün. They get a hand on it. Bridges against Green. Now here's Brunson. And stolen by Thompson. Here's Smith. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at New York. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on.
Well, right now for the Knicks, lately they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standings.
And Greg, peaks and valleys are part of the season for the most talented of teams. I mean, they've still got plenty of time to get things right before the playoffs.
Tari Eason's checked in for Jalen Green. Smith outside. Back to Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. Sims with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Hart the pass to Brunson. Hart with a screen on Van Vliet. From deep. Hart, no good. Rockets trail by 5. Van Vliet with it. He's got 8. Pass to Şengün. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Now here's Van Vliet. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bridges.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Timeout called the Rockets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Knicks making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. 1:36 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Şengün. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Here's Anunoby, and he converts the layup. Anunoby's got his second basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Eason. Back to Thompson. Smith finds Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Smith. It's up a 3. They get it back. Şengün got it. Good job in the low post. Şengün's got 6.
and the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
And the rejection by Towns. Anunoby outside. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Van Vliet looking around. Towns with the steal. Here's Bridges. And Towns throws it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Knicks lead by 9. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. In the West, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Little love going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just another big-time talent hailing from Canada. Has great length for his position. Creates matchup nightmares the way I did, the way Kitty sometimes did. Not really, I just said that to make him look good.
And fellas, bringing it back to our main matchup here. Through the first half, Karl Anthony Towns has been getting it done.
I love Cat's aggressiveness. He's working, using his size, leaning on dudes, and then he can step out to 25 feet and knock it down.
And from one big fella to another, I assume you'd tell him, just keep doing what you're doing. And that about wraps it up. And as the 3rd quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
The Knicks leading by 9. OG Anunoby is out there with Bridges.
Timeout.
Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Okporti in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Let's take a peek at the league's assist leaders. Jalen Brunson on top.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
Green against Hart. Here's Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Green against Hart. And the rejection by Towns.
Prime time, big time defense from Towns.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First free throw is good.
At the line, 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. Now here's Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Here's Green. Down low. Here's Şengün. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
At home in the paint, Alperen Şengün has great footwork.
Here's Towns. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the 3rd. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. The 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Green's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Houston.
I like when Green aggressively hunts his shot. He's a very impressive offensive player for as young as he is.
Towns kicks to Brunson. Towns a screen on Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Brunson the pass to Towns. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Right now, Towns is putting on a show. It's up to the defense to try to figure out how to slow him down.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. The 8 banks. Brunson. The shot misses. Great defense that time from Şengün.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
It's Hart on the wing. Guarded by Green. Bridges kicks to Hart. Out to Brunson. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Green. Van Vliet left side. Good D by Anunoby.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Here's Hart going inside. Here's Towns. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Towns has got 18 points.
Exactly what they needed from Towns. Using his size and strength to box out and keep that play alive.
Timeout called the Rockets. And the whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And a change for the Rockets. Eason's checked in. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. Trailing by 10. Now, here's Şengün. Tight defense on him.
Well, Alperen Şengün's developed into a great scorer. He can put up some big numbers.
Clark, looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün, he could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
And so here is Houston. The Knicks making the shot. Van Vliet outside. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. Green deciding where to go with it. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 10. Pass to Kolek. Some nice passing by New York here. He can't get it to go. Great defense that time from Şengün. The drive by Green. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Kolek. Here's Dadier. Pass to Achua. New York needs to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. Rockets trail by 10. And here's Green outside. Green missing again.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter.
Man, looking now at some numbers for Alperen Şengün, how last month turned out for him, he's right around 9 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Brooks comes in for Smith, and Grayson Allen subbed in for Green. Incredible for his age, the decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
What strength by Brunson.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Back to Van Vliet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
And the second free throw, good.
You got to love Van Vliet's fearlessness, and I think that's why his teammates look up to him as a leader.
Towns down low. Şengün covering. Towns, the pass to McBride. Here's Kolek. Pass to Ryan. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Knicks lead by 12.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Eason. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Bridges for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Allen. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Allen's got 5 points so far. Bridges outside. Driving in. A second chance effort. Pass to Ryan. Knocks down the 3-ball. Ryan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Here's Allen. After New York gets the 3, driving to the basket.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
There's the pick. And so it's New York. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Houston, Green is out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Whitmore in at the power forward. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Brooks. From the wing, again the Rockets score.
Yeah, Brooks will just attack you without thinking anything of it.
Now Brunson. Towns for 3. His 15th try is a miss. Now 9 for 15 from the floor. Here's Green. Good D by Anunoby. The Knicks leading by 7. Bridges passes to Towns. On deep, Brunson. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Allen. Brooks with it. He's guarded by Anunoby. Unloads from 13. That misses off the backboard.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. And here is Bridges, guarded by Green. To the middle. Out to Brunson. They grab their own miss, and it's Towns on the follow. And the Knicks lead by 9.
And you see Towns with the big, sure hand controlling that putback.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Brooks, out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Man, this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
A different look for New York. Sims is checked in, and it's Josh Hart in for Mikal Bridges. And a change for the Rockets. Van Vliet's checked in. Here's Brunson. Anunoby trying to break free. And he's finally able to knock one down.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
Pass to Whitmore. Brunson against Van Vliet. Outside, Green. There's the screen. 5 on the clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby, right side. Here's Brunson. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets trail by 11. Inside. Shot by Eason, no good. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
For Houston, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And Van Vliet, here we go. And good that time.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Rockets also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Tari Eason. Smith comes in for Whitmore. And it's Thompson in for Dylan Brooks. Here's Van Vliet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
Because he's so sharp, Van Vliet can be a very tough guy to defend.
Clark famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred VanVleet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Hardy's checked in for the Knicks. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. Now, he wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge their defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Green. Thompson looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. Şengün passes to Green. No good with the triple.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. Because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Achua, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Here's Kolek. The Rockets taking the shot. It's Hart on the wing. Some nice passing by New York here. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. VanVleet outside. Green finds Smith. Thompson outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New York.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Lyons checked in, and Miles McBride subbed in for Josh Hart. And here's Payne. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Şengün.
Making strides on that end of the floor. Şengün showing what he can do as a scorer.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
1:57 left in the 4th quarter. Anunoby is screen on VanVleet. And Brunson, here we go.
And he saw a lane, and Brunson decides to challenge it. Doesn't take but a sliver of daylight for him to be aggressive.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Rockets have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Smith. Green kicks to VanVleet. This one for 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Anunoby passes to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Towns down low. Working on Thompson. Towns is double. Here's Hart. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Rockets trail by 8. Smith with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Thompson passes to Şengün. Yes, that goes in.
And that is a gigantic shot from Alperen Şengün, showing he can be counted on in the clutch.
Now here's Brunson. There's 48 seconds left in the game. From the baseline. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So it'll be Jalen Green shooting. It's going to go on Josh Hart. Hart with it, and they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
You can't get that one. Smith with some nice D. And it's Houston's ball. It's a three-point game from deep. Green. The shot, no good.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Green against Hart. Smith for 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
4th team foul.
That one is on Towns.
Jabari Smith at the line. He'll shoot 3.
The second one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he nails the third. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul?
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're behind by 4. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And here are the Rockets now. Green finds Smith. A deep 3 from Van Vliet. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
They had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? If you miss it at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Timeout called, Rockets. What do you think we're going to see here?
Obviously, the 3 would tie it. They have to make one extra pass to get a better shot. I think they might have a chance, just enough time to do that.
Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, number 25, Mikal Bridges.
Green inside the three-point line. Off target with that shot. So a close game sees New York take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.